Hey, this is Mike Fitzgerald and the Fiends at Anime Syracuse 2012, and we see characters from manga, we see characters from anime, and we also see characters from video games. Here with me now is Solid Snake from Metal Gear Solid. Now, first of all, do we refer to you as Snake or Solid Snake?
Technically, I'm Solid Snake because the costume is based off of Metal Gear Solid, the original.
Okay, so does that change in the later games? Would you just be Snake in any of the later games?
The general characters overall referred to as Snake, but through each game you'll learn that there's actually has been different characters issued the codename of Snake. Solid Snake is a clone from an earlier character codenamed Naked Snake.
Okay, so the original was Naked Snake, you are a clone of that character, and the Solid differentiates you from... Okay. Why was the Naked Snake cloned?
He was... excuse me. Derping today, you know. Well, Naked Snake was cloned because he went on a mission called Operation Snake Eater, which is covered in Metal Gear Solid 3. The success of his mission granted him the nickname of Big Boss, or he was considered one of the greatest soldiers in the world. A certain conspiracy known as the Patriots couldn't exactly let the greatest soldier in the world just pass on without leaving anything behind, so he was cloned in secret to create Solid Snake.
Now, does Solid Snake know he's a clone?
Yes, he learns his origins and everything about that in Metal Gear Solid.
Okay, how does he cope with that knowledge?
He doesn't cope with it too well. A lot of Snake's emotions and everything else are very internal. He's a very cold character, so a lot of it is really inside of him. He doesn't display it too much, but it's really a shocking revelation from him because as I said, a clone of Big Boss, as also Naked Snake is known, he was forced to actually kill Big Boss in combat prior to this. So you can imagine that once you find out you killed your nemesis, he's also your father.
Okay. He considers him his father.
He looks at it as something like it, yeah. I think he actually tries keeping it out of his mind.
Okay. So, of the series, which is your favorite game?
My personal favorite is Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, which is the origin story of how Naked Snake got to earn the code name of Big Boss. It's interesting, and even though it's the origin of the series, it's interesting to learn how this villain came to be. This Big Boss came from somewhere starting as a green beret. Yes, a green beret to one of the world's greatest soldiers.
Okay. Why were you inspired to portray this character?
This character's always been one of my favorites. It really got me into the fan base and a lot of other fan bases that really kind of opened the door. I've been playing this series as early as it came into the States on the PlayStation 1, and it just had an amazing, captivating story. It was one of the first video games I've ever played that really had this powerful, concrete story and a character I just easily fell in love with.
Have you completed all the games?
Yes, I have. I could say I've owned them all, I've cleared them all, and I'd call myself a connoisseur on them.
Well, you have a special insight then. What is a good tip for playing the game for anyone who might be watching?
Anyone who might be watching, if you're interested in playing Metal Gear Solid, my tip is, I would say, be patient. You might be eager to get up and run through the level and escape from the guards, but as long as you're slow and really use your gadgets to analyze your environment and, you know, really make a note of how the guards and the enemies are moving, you could sneak them no problem. And if you're ever really stuck, don't feel free to hit the select button to call for help.
All right. So what is your favorite of his gadgets?
My favorite of Snake's gadgets probably has to be the cardboard box, which turns out to be an in-joke in the game. The point is, it's very easy for just about anyone to hide in plain sight. So long as you remain still and don't move, guards will pass clean by an ordinary cardboard box.
Even if the cardboard box had been somewhere else earlier.
No one ever said how intelligent or how paid these guards are.
All right, cool. So, did you create your costume?
Yes, actually this costume was completely homemade, completely created. It took me several years to throw together, and every time I'm actually in this costume, I add something new to it.
What's the newest addition to this costume?
The Foxhound dog tag that I have here.
Picking up on that detail? Now, what is the relevance of the Foxhound?
Snake is a soldier from Foxhound, which is a Black Ops unit. In his origins, he was part of this kind of super top secret squad of soldiers that would eliminate terrorism around the globe. He's since retired from that, and in the games, he's actually called back from retirement to eliminate his old unit, which went rogue. And although he's retired, he still really can't get past that point in his life, and I think mentally it was an area he never left.
What is this weapon that you have with you?
This weapon is Snake's weapon of choice in the original Metal Gear Solid, the FAMAS, French Foreign Legion Assault Rifle, although a French weapon is the weapon that is used in Shadow Moses Island, which is located in off the Alaskan coast.
Why does he use this weapon? What's the advantages of this?
The advantage of this weapon is one thing, actually a disadvantage that Solid Snake is stuck with is Snake is not sent into the field with any gear of his own. He's sent completely without any weapons, without any items. He's forced to absolutely find everything on his own, and this is what the base was armed with, so we grabbed it, and as you can see, Snake prefers to keep all his weapons fitted with a suppressor, so I kept on the suppressor as it being in character. Snake prefers stealth. So long as things are quiet, things are smooth for him.
And he also uses, what's the other weapon?
My secondary weapon here, it's just a basic sidearm. This one is based off of a 45. And normally Snake has this fitted with a suppressor. However, my suppressor model went missing from another convention. I got into a little bit of cosplay combat and it went missing. So this right now is a little bit of just kind of a user right there.
What was the most challenging part of putting together this costume?
Making the costume look absolutely authentic. Any fans of the series hopefully will recognize the blast suit, the sneaking suit on its own. It has to make it look like it's stuck up for Arctic weather, because in this one is in Metal Gear Solid, Snake is sneaking all over.
I prefer you stop pointing this at my crotch. I just don't.
Hold it and talk.
I just feel really uncomfortable with him having his gun pointed at my crotch. Okay. Okay. So
it's not loaded for what it's
oh, that's good.
It doesn't shoot anything.
I'm very pleased to hear that. Okay, cool.
There we go.
All right. Our cameraman's in tears over there. So it might be a little out of character. I don't imagine he's the most. Does he have a sense of humor?
Snake?
Yeah.
Actually, it's really embedded deep inside, but yes, Snake has a sense of humor.
All right. Well, then maybe he'd be up for. We have 3 challenges for you to complete. 1, tell us what your favorite thing about cosplaying is in derp speak.
Favorite thing about cosplaying in derp speak? I have so many options. Wow. I've never felt so overwhelmed with derp. Favorite thing about cosplaying, as according to derp speak, probably sneaking around like a total idiot, hiding in plain sight in cardboard boxes. Cosplay combat, fighting people.
All right, cool. So the next challenge, I'll back off for this one. As a cosplayer, we need Solid Snakes to show us how to caramel dance.
I thought I was past this point.
All right. All right. One last challenge and your mission will be complete. We need to know if Solid Snake has Gangnam Style.
If I can?
If you can.
That's how much that surprised me.
Yeah.
I absolutely cannot, but that's actually a routine that we're working on for the next convention.
All right. Well, do you have a skit or something planned?
Normally I actually have a theater troupe with me. We call ourselves the Tactical Espionage Actors, which is just a mockery on the subtitle of the game, Tactical Espionage Action. Normally I'm come with a Meryl Silverberg, Johnny Sasaki, the derping bumbling guard, and Snake's tech support Otacon, but unfortunately they couldn't make it today, so I'm sneaking solo.
So do you have an online presence where we can see your group?
We're gonna open up a YouTube page pretty soon, but if you look at a lot of stuff from Toricon, especially, you could actually see our sketches on there. But very soon, we're actually gonna be opening up a YouTube name under Tactical Espionage Actors.
Well, definitely send us a link so we can attach it to your video. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.
All right.